You know, in a world where most artists are confined to genres or niches, right? Beyonce shows diversity at every step. From the first talent show at 7 to breaking the record of most Grammy wins, she inspires and challenges. However, no matter how far she gets in her career, controversy follows her everywhere, either for her music or a political backlash. So what's this all about? What did Beyonce do that's got so much controversy and drama around her? Today, we're going to unravel one of the most talked about paradoxes from the entertainment world, the Beyonce Paradox. Beyonce was born on September 4th, 1981 in Houston, Texas, and was destined for the spotlight. Y'all ain't gonna believe that at just the tender age of 7, she charmed the audience with her extraordinary performances. She won a talent show, impressively singing alongside John Lennon's iconic song. But she didn't stop there. By the age of 9, she co-founded Girls Time, a girl group that eventually transformed into the legendary Destiny's Child. This early start was only the beginning of a remarkable career filled with achievements and fame. Beyonce was a talented individual, but the support of her family was also crucial to her success. Her mama, Tina Knowles, designed costumes and managed Destiny's Child, while her dad, Matthew Knowles, served as her business manager, guiding them through their early years in the music industry. This constant support provided a solid foundation for her future successes and ensured that she had the tools to navigate her path towards success. Destiny's Child released their debut album in 1997, and that's when they were brought under the limelight. The hits like Say My Name and Survivor gave them the popularity they deserved. Their extraordinary vocals and style resonated with the world, and pretty soon, they all became a fan favorite. Despite her sudden rise to fame, Beyonce never compromised on her studies. She attended Houston's High School for the Performing and Visual Arts, where she honed her skills alongside other aspiring artists. And guess what? Her achievements followed her into her educational life. I mean, y'all ain't gonna believe it, but she had already won 36 talent competitions by the age of just 15. Now that's a lot. As Destiny's Child evolved, Beyonce emerged as the leading voice and creative force behind the group. Her dynamic presence and vocal prowess began to shine, establishing her as a standout performer. Although Beyonce has claimed countless achievements, she also remains a paradox in the music industry. No matter how far she went and the praise she got, she stayed under constant suspicion and scrutiny. Look man, one thing is for sure, Beyonce attracts controversy like flame attracts moths. I mean, look here, right? Just consider Cowboy Carter as an example. Like, that stirred a lot of debates. Some celebrated it as a bold move for a young musician to reclaim black roots in country music, while others criticized it for not being country enough. But honestly, calling Cowboy Carter a country album feels like a stretch to a lot of fans. But it's still a Beyonce record, so a lot of people don't care about it being bound by genre. So look, it's not just about the album or the music, it's about Beyonce and her attraction to drama. To better understand it, let's rewind back a little bit to the 2016 Country Music Awards performance with the Dixie Chicks, which drew a lot of backlash, mainly for political reasons. You see, a lot of the critics wondered if she had the right to perform in a genre that has traditionally been the province of whites. Now, to be honest, there's a lot of racial tension involved in that. But unfortunately for them, Beyonce's song Formation had already been a hit with its reference to black identity and police brutality. But her CMA performance served to aggravate a lot of those tensions. On the one hand, fans was excited to sing Black Pride songs, while on the other one, some claimed it to be an unwanted breach. I mean, look, everybody got an opinion. What's yours on this? Now look, one thing's for sure, no matter what we think, nothing seems to bother her. Later in the same year, her performance sparked intense debate during a Super Bowl performance. Black empowerment, represented by Black Panther-inspired costumes and raised fists, was all part of the performance. Well, as y'all can imagine, for something like the Super Bowl, that was not universally appreciated. Former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani was really quick to criticize, calling the performance ridiculous. He was urging that she should have offered wholesome entertainment. Now, his comment underscored the push-pull Beyonce constantly faces between staying true to her voice and, appeasing audiences uncomfortable with her message. Well, that performance received some rather mixed judgments. A lot of people criticized it, but some others called it an essential celebration of Black pride. Her dancers holding a sign in support of Black Lives Matter went viral, while critics accused her of politicizing a sporting event. Her art often challenges the status quo, but each time she does, she risks alienating certain fans, sparking an ongoing debate about the role of activism in entertainment. But one thing's for sure, if Beyonce believes in something, there ain't nothing that's gonna change that. If y'all think that was it, it wasn't. The lead single, Texas Hold'em, which topped the Billboard country chart, has also raised a lot of discussions. Fans view it as both a celebration of black contributions to country music and a nod to her Texan roots. Yet a lot of critics weren't that easy to accept it, calling her embrace of country music a strategic shift rather than a genuine artistic expression. I mean, look, we've seen a pattern with Beyonce. She embraces a genre, makes it her own, and inevitably stirs debate on whether she even belongs there in the first place. I mean, don't get me started on all the rumors about ghostwriters and all the people she's taking advantage of to get into these genres. But here's the deal, man. Her approach invites a lot of praise from people who see her as a genre-defying innovator, but also draws a hell of a lot of criticism from people who find her presence entirely disruptive and saying she don't belong there, she ain't worked for it. But look, her style and the way she breaches genres ain't the only thing that's controversial. She is riding a roller coaster 24/7. Look, I think at this point in time, we've all heard a lot about Diddy's bizarre freak-offs, right? Well, Beyonce and Jay-Z have been rumored to be involved in those. Really involved. Allegations of voice recordings and photos stirred up fans and critics alike, adding another layer to her public image as a figure who both champions empowerment and then courts the tabloids. Now, even though she and Jay-Z maintain an iconic relationship, aside from that one time that Jay-Z cheated on her and got his mistress pregnant, and then his mistress mysteriously died while Beyonce was pregnant with their kid, I mean, the speculation really kind of highlights her celebrity status and how it's constantly blurring the line between public and private life. And it also invites a lot of fascination and scrutiny in equal measure. But a lot of people say that the biggest setback in her career is when she doesn't receive recognition, and that gets her fans all riled up. Look at the fact that she's got 32 Grammy Awards, right? Now that makes her the most awarded artist in Grammy history. Now, it may sound a little bit shocking at this point in time, but she's never won Album of the Year. Even Jay-Z, her husband, is in a wide audience. Now, he didn't hesitate, but during his speech at the Grammys, criticized her snub. She's got more Grammys than everybody and never won Album of the Year. Even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Now, his comments spotlight a question. How can one of the most decorated musicians in history be repeatedly overlooked for the highest accolade? I mean, everybody got an opinion on that one. A lot of people saying it's just that she can't buy that award like she did all the others. What do y'all think? It's kind of an interesting question, right? How can somebody who has shattered records, somebody who defined a generation, and achieved unparalleled success still be considered an underdog by her fans? I mean, come on, her ability to play in multiple genres, pushing boundaries with every album, it kind of defines her career. But look, in all fairness, it's also her Achilles heel too. Fans want to root for her as an outsider, but yet she ain't no stranger to the mainstream anymore. I don't think a lot of people can hear her complaints, why is she counting all that money she making on her private island? When the Grammys don't give her Album of the Year, right? That's because there's a lot of industry dynamics. Like her best performances, from the CMA stage to the Super Bowl field, all spark drama and controversy. Now look, she's an icon and a lightning rod, navigating a landscape that often struggles to embrace her complexity fully. She faces a lot of scrutiny for her music, her personal life, her political statements, and freak-offs, all the rumors swirling around about the ghostwriting and taking advantage of everybody. And then you throw in something like her genre-defying artistry too, and it just gets complicated and murky. But you know what? If y'all think about it, maybe that's really part of the charm. That's why maybe everybody roots for Beyonce. Maybe it's not about the music or the effort or the different genres. Maybe it's about people seeing a reflection of the human struggle regardless of how much money she makes. I don't know. I love some opinions, y'all. So let me hear yours in the comments section down below. No hate, only love.